You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the July 22nd meeting for the Michigan City Water Works Board. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Call this meeting of the Water Board to order. Today is Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. Approval of the minutes from the meeting of July 8th.
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from July 8th, 2025.
I'll second.
Motion and second, we approve the minutes from the meeting held July 8th. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Purchase orders.
Before you have a list of 6 purchase orders. The first one is to Computer Pros. This is 3 computer systems we're replacing. We're still replacing computers that are Windows 10 and can't update to Windows 11, and Windows 10 is not going to be supported before too long. So this is part of the replacement process to get our desktops up to date. The next one is a confirming purchase order to McCann. There was a hydraulic leak on the backhoe. It was a difficult hose. It's one that runs through the big arm, and so the cost on that was a little pricey. It was $4,743.82, but without that repair, the unit was completely out of service. Next item was the utility supply. This is tapping bits for our tap machine for doing water service taps for $1,117.44. They're kind of like drill bits, and eventually, after a while, they start wearing out. So it's better to replace them than you can't really sharpen them properly. So the next item is to Mecon Industries, mounting brackets for filter backwash valves for $22,450. We have several filter backwash valves that we purchased, and we were working with other companies to try and get these brackets made so that they could be mounted properly, and we did not have any luck with that. We've had these valves sitting on the shelf for a while, and we need to get them done and get them in. So this is part of the money that we had set in our business plan for installing the backwash valves. The total amount, $22,450, is for 9 of these. So not too bad a price considering they had to design them and manufacture them themselves. So. The next item is utility supply. This is parts for the Moore subdivision for $36,066.45. We did receive the check a week before last, I think it was. So we got our quote, and the amount of money that we have received is in line with what the prices came out to. So right now we're in pretty good shape. And the last item is to Security Door. This is door repairs at the North Pump Building for $9,921. These are the large front doors of the building. They're, I believe, 10-foot high doors, and they're hinged. They're currently hinged with a few standard door hinges, and that design is wearing out, and it's been repaired a few times in the past. So what these guys are doing is building a better backbone structure, and I believe putting a full-length hinge on these doors, so that, because right now we have a couple that are sagging and we have to lift them to get them to close and latch. So $9,921 to get those repaired. And that's all purchase orders.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to accept a list of purchase orders dated 7/22/2025 in the amount of $77,316.71.
I'll second it.
Motion and second that we accept the list of purchase orders dated July 22nd. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Claims. Anybody have any questions on the claims?
Motion to approve the list of claims dated July 22nd, 2025.
I'll second it.
There's a motion in 2 seconds that we approve the list of claims dated July 22nd. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Financial statements. Chris?
We'll just run through our operating cash on page 2. Total receipts for the month of June were $796,054. We did recover $115 in bad debt. Disbursements totaled $553,764, not including our monthly transfers. Inventory purchases were $62,294. Capital expenditures were $14,852. Ending balance for the month of June in our operating account was $311,130. On page 3, sales for resale number was good for the month. It was over prior year and over the forecast. In our expense section, our general line is over our forecast. We had roof repair done on this building, which fell on that line there. And just to remind everyone, back in September, we got a check from Cincinnati Insurance for damage to the roofs, and that was $164,512. We put that in income, so that's why the roof repairs have been expensed, just so they're in the same financial statement. Before depreciation expense, we had a gross income of $117,419 for the month, and year-to-date of $234,609. After depreciation, we had a net loss for the month of $6,581, and net loss year-to-date is $509,391. On page 4, contracted services line is over forecast, and that is where our roof repairs fell. We had some repairs for here as well as at the plant that amounted to just under $90,000 that fell on that line. And our insurance line's a little over forecast. We had a bond we had to purchase for one of the projects, and that was in there. That was $4,500. Unless there's any questions, that's actually all I've got.
Okay, any questions of Chris on the financials?
No.
I'll make a motion to accept the financial statement as presented by Chris Wolf.
I'll second it.
There's a motion and a second that we accept the financials dated June 30th as presented. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Old business.
Under old business, I wanted to give the board an update. The State Board of Accounts is still conducting their audit of the calendar year 2024. So we'll see what kind of results come out of that. And then, just so everybody's aware, the water main on US 20 and on Yankee Road that was part of the city's requirement for the annexation of that area has been installed and is in service. So now we're just basically going through getting paperwork worked out. Pay application has come in. That's going straight to, that ends up going to the city because they're paying for it. The department's not paying for it. We reviewed it and it looks to be in order, so we're sending that on to the controller's office so that can be paid out of the funds that they have set aside for that project. We actually will see, we were very fortunate, the soil where the pipe was installed was actually much better than anticipated. And there was also there were 2 fire hydrants that we were merging two projects together and we ended up with two hydrants that we didn't actually need. So those things are coming out of the project. At this point, the department will have to reimburse the city for those materials for the fire hydrants, because the city has already paid for that. But we'll keep them and we'll use them. And so, they'll get used by our department.
Is GAF on that line or?
GAF was on existing water main over at Main. There's an existing main at Main-T, and then it runs through that subdivision. Basically, we took off from where that main ended on Main-T and went south, so that it came into contact with the annexed area.
Okay.
And then the main on US 20 came from near the airport and ended where it came into contact with the land that was annexed by the city over on US 20.
Okay.
All right.
And that was it that I had under old business.
New
Okay.
business?
Under new business, as you have probably seen with, sorry, that's an air compressor. Our other air compressor failed, so we put another one in that's a little noisier than the old one.
Mr. Scooch.
The, as you're aware, there is a project over on Royal Road that a recent press release came out from the mayor's office concerning, it's concerning a data center. I'm not exactly sure what my current level is with regard to the non-disclosure agreement on it. What I will say is that there is further discussions going on. So at this point in time, it does not appear to be a dead project, but we are looking at it still. It's would definitely be within the department's benefit for this project to take place. It is it would be a significant water user as a significant customer to the department if it happens as planned. So, I'm just trying to be careful what I say due to the NDAs.
Due to what?
The non-disclosure agreement.
Yes, yes.
But I just wanted to give you guys an update on that, because I know you've
Thank you.
probably seen that press release that went out.
Any other new business?
That was it.
Any public comment? Director's comments? Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and second to adjourn, all those in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.